Hello students, today our topic is electric potential, that is chapter number 3. Before that let me explain some concept from the class 11th, conservative force. That is conservative force. Conservative force. In 11th class I have explained two types of the forces, one is the conservative force and second one is the non-conservative force. And what is a conservative force? What is a conservative force means which force is does not depend on the initial and final point. Otherwise we can say that which is not depending on the path. That is called as a conservative force. So I have some examples also: gravitational force, spring force, and electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Okay. Why am I explaining this concept means today we are studying about electrostatic force. Electrostatic force comes under the conservative force. So what is the conservative force means which is depending on the initial and final point only. So for that I have given one derivation, that is work done by conservative force. Work done by conservative force is equal to minus of delta U. Minus of delta U. Where delta U is equal to final potential energy minus initial potential energy. This is what I have explained in the class 11. Okay. So now we can remember that work done by the conservative force is equal to negative of change in potential. Change in potential. Okay. So this point you have to note that work done by the conservative force is equal to negative of change in potential. And one more concept. Suppose this surface of the ground, surface of the earth, I kept one object at a height of h, that is object which mass is m. So for this we know that potential energy P is equal to mgh. Potential energy P is equal to mgh. Normally in small classes we used to say potential energy, but that is not a potential energy. It is a potential difference. So what is the potential difference means? Potential difference output of delta U is equal to final value minus initial value. So now you can see this is the initial value. And this is the final value. So final value is the mgh. And initial value we are assuming, that's the condition. So that we are assuming, so to make this formula easy for our convenience, we are taking here with respect to the surface of the ground, potential energy is equal to 0. That's why we can write mgh. Delta U is equal to mgh. Similarly, one more I explained. Spring force. That is, spring force is equal to half kx square. I have explained in the class 11. But there we got a formula like this. That is 1 by 2 kx1 square minus 1 by 2 kx2 square. But finally I get formula that is 1 by 2 kx square. So why it came means how it came means हमने माना था at original length पे string force 0, then only this formula will become 1 by 2 kx square. Take clear? Yeah. Now today I will be explaining class 12 concept, that is electric potential. And पहले चैप्टर में हमने एक्सप्लेन किया था. First I have explained the electrostatic force. That is electrostatic force. Then I have explained electric field. First I explained the electrostatic force, then electric field. Then electric force का formula, that is 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. पहले हम पढ़ाएंगे इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स के बारे में, then only I explain the electric field. What is electric field? Electric field means force per unit charge. ठीक, पहले हम फोर्स का निकालेंगे, फोर्स पढ़ाई करने के बाद then only we will find out the electric field. It is easy. Electric field is equal to force per unit charge. This is called as a electric field. Similarly, आज भी ऐसे एक concept हम पढ़ाई करेंगे, but ये हमने हेडिंग लगा था इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल, लेकिन हम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एक्सप्लेन करने के बाद एक्सप्लेन करेंगे व्हाट इज ए इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल। फर्स्ट इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। Electric potential energy. Suppose you have taken the charge Q1 and another charge have taken Q2. The separation between them is R1. The separation between them is R1. Normally, so we call the system. System in the sense you have to bring the any two charges closer to each other. That is called as a one system. Okay, so here I have created one system. Anybody can create a system. That means we have the external agent. External agent means automatically we can bring the charges, we can keep the near to each other, then you can create the system. That's not a problem. So here I have taken two charges Q1 and Q2. Means the separation between them is R1. Now this is one system. अब देखिए system होगा तो then only potential energy होगा. Then only potential energy होगा. That's why I am creating the one system. So here Q1 and Q2, these both are separated at a distance of R1. Initially, I am assuming that the potential energy is UI. Initial potential energy is the UI. Okay? Then what I am doing? So Q2 is more little bit away. Now the separation between Q1 and Q2 is R2. The separation between Q1 and Q2 is R2. Now potential energy U final. There is a U final. U final. Initial potential is the UI and final potential is the UF. Here what I am doing here, I am moving this Q2 charge from one point to the another point. It means that I have to do the some work. That is an external work. Okay. What I have to do that? So that is an external work. Otherwise you can see now between them there will be a electrostatic force. Okay, so both are the positive charges. Means that between them repulsion will be because of the reason force on Q2 due to Q1. It will be right side. That is electrostatic force. What is that? Electrostatic force. Now, electrostatic force means electrostatic force is what conservative force. Okay, conservative force. Now we can get work done by the conservative force. I am writing a formula already I have explained. Work done by the conservative force is equal to negative of delta U. Negative of delta U. But delta U is not, delta U is equal to final minus initial. Now work done by the conservative force is equal to negative of delta U. Negative of delta U means minus से multiply करें तो पहले क्या आएगा UI आएगा, उसके बाद UI minus UF. ठीक है, this is the work done. Now from this we can get work done is equal to, that is dW is equal to integral f dx. Integral f dx what I am taking myself. Now you can see this force is which kind of force? Variable force. लगातार तो constant force नहीं है. कोई is not a constant force में सवाल है वो बताइए. f का फॉर्मूला k q1 q2 upon r square. ये फॉर्मूला आपको दिया पहला चैप्टर में. अब r पे डिपेंड करेंगे. r बड़ा हुआ तो ऑटोमेटिक फोर्स भी क्या होगा? कम हो जाएगा. दैट मींस दूर जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्या होगा? फोर्स घटता जाएगा. In the sense, force is a variable force. Force is a variable force means कैसे work find out करेंगे? Work find out करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे? x दूरी पे हम क्या करेंगे? x दूरी पे dx मानेंगे. x दूरी पे dx. क्लियर? x दूरी पे dx अदरवाइज और दूरी पे dr भी मान सकते कोई नहीं अपने. और x दूरी पे हम dx मान रहे हैं. Now from this I can write work done dw is equal to force. I can write that is the force multiplies dx. Force multiplies dx means which force? Electrostatic force. Electrostatic force means I can write k q1 q2 upon x square. This is the basic formula. Electrostatic force का basic formula k q1 q2 upon r square. ये formula मैं आप लोगों को explain किया था पहले चैप्टर में कूलॉम Coulomb's law में फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया था अब सेम हम अप्लाई करेंगे देयर आर टू चार्जेस between the two charges it may be attractive force or repulsive force will there so because of that reason ये फॉर्मूला ऑलरेडी मैं एक्सप्लेन किया था पहले चैप्टर में सेम फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया दैट इज द वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू फोर्स मल्टीप्लाइज dx इधर फोर्स मींस है इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स का फॉर्मूला k q1 q2 upon r square here also q1 q2 and distance हमने मान लिया x therefore x square is correct now इसकी इंटीग्रेशन करना है इंटीग्रल dw अब इंटीग्रेशन आप करेंगे तो इंटीग्रल dw is the total work done you can write then k is the constant q1 is the constant q2 is the constant की वैल्यू इसको बाहर लिख सकते हैं बाहर लिखेंगे तो k q1 q2 1 upon x square dx 1 upon x square dx clear now integration of 1 upon x square that you can write k q1 q2 this also has been the 11th class first chapter 0 chapter में हम मैथमेटिक्स के बारे में एक्सप्लेन किया था डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन उधर हमने एक्सप्लेन किया था आप लोग एक बार रिवर्स कर लेना क्लास 11 का इसका इंटीग्रेशन आएगा 1 upon x square is equal to minus 1 upon x ठीक इसका इंटीग्रेशन minus 1 upon x हम रेडी है और व्हाट आर द लिमिट्स कहां से क्या था व्हाट आर द लिमिट्स पहले कहा मींस कितना दूरी पे रखा था r1 दूरी पे नेक्स्ट हम कहा कितने दूरी पे रखा था r2 दूरी पे नेक्स्ट हमने रखा था r2 तो लिमिट्स कैन बी टेकन फ्रॉम r1 to r2 limits can be taken from r1 to r2 now can replace limits in this formula so that is work done is equal to k q1 q2 minus 1 upon x after replace the limits of the you can add the minus outside write the minus outside then 1 upon x limits from r1 to r2 so work done is equal to minus k q1 q2 पहला करना पड़ेगा अपर लिमिट इज व्हाट r2 1 upon r2 minus 1 upon r1 ठीक अब माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई करें तो माइनस वाला टर्म प्लस हो जाएगा प्लस वाला टर्म माइनस हो जाएगा वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू k q1 q2 1 upon r1 पहले आएगा उसके बाद 1 upon r2 ठीक लेकिन ये वर्क किसी वजह से आ रहा है उनको कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स इज व्हाट कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स को तो कंजर्वेटिव फोर्स की जगह क्या लिख सकते हैं u initial minus u final therefore I can write u initial minus u final is equal to k q1 q2 upon r1 minus k q1 q2 upon r2 clear अब हम एक काम करना पड़ेगा एक assumption मानना पड़ेगा so वही हम देखते हैं assumption मींस है so ऑलरेडी हम क्लास में कुछ फॉर्मूलास ऐसे आसान बनाने के लिए ठीक है we are studying means we are deriving some formulas that should be easy for us okay otherwise what is the meaning of today this formula that's why इसी फॉर्मूला को थोड़ा और आसान बनाने के लिए हम क्या assumption करना पड़ेगा assumption assumption हम ऐसे मान रहे हैं at infinity पे पोटेंशियल हम मान रहे हैं 0 पोटेंशियल 0 ठीक अब देखें ना इसी डायग्राम में अब देखें तो ध्यान से देखो तो डायग्राम हम लोग होंगे q1 q2 पहले दोनों r1 दूरी पे था उसके बाद हमने मूव किया था r2 पर ठीक now I am assuming that this r2 suppose infinity r2 if you take the infinity r2 you take the infinity means that charge where you are keeping it at infinity पे रखेगा तो पोटेंशियल कितना होगा 0 पोटेंशियल 0 हो तो ये तो infinity पर ना that means that ui minus 0 is equal to k q1 q2 upon r2 a value is 0 होगा a value is equal to u final का means है डिस्टेंस ऑफ इन्फिनिटी. अब इन्फिनिटी पे हमने पोटेंशियल हमने क्या माना था 0. अब 0 माना है तो ये 0 होगा, a टाइम b 0 होगा. नाउ यू कैन सी ui is equal to k1 cubed upon r square. k1 cubed upon r1 square नहीं r1. ठीक. अब ध्यान से देखिए इसी फॉर्मूला किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? r1 पे, r2 पे नहीं. r2 पे डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा है. इट इज डिपेंडिंग ऑन ओनली r1. So that means that if I am keeping the two charges like this, q1 and q2, I kept at a distance of r. अभी ये दोनों की वजह से इस सिस्टम की वजह से पोटेंशियल होगा u is equal to, अब सीधा सीधा लिख सकते हैं k q1 q2 upon r. k q1 q2 upon r. This is the derivation of the electric potential energy. Okay, electric potential energy. लेकिन एक कॉन्सेप्ट आपका सिलेबस में नहीं है. हम आपको फील लाने के लिए एक कॉन्सेप्ट पहले एक्सप्लेन किया था. ये आपको बुक में नहीं है. आपको बुक में पहले टॉपिक ये टॉपिक है, लेकिन दूसरा टॉपिक है दैट इज इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी फॉर सिस्टम ऑफ चार्जेस. सिस्टम ऑफ चार्जेस में सर तब 3 2 3 4 पॉइंट चार्जेस आप लोगों को दिया था, उसको बोलेंगे सिस्टम ऑफ द चार्जेस. सिस्टम ऑफ द चार्जेस दिया हुआ तो if they means that they given system of the charges, in this case how to find out the electric potential energy, for that another derivation is there that I will explain in next class. So thank you.